Have you ever felt like the world was actively trying to break you? Like every step forward was met with 2 steps back, leaving you exhausted, bitter, and hollowed out? Most men reach this point and simply give up. They accept the role of the victim, blaming their circumstances, their past, or their luck for their current state. But there is a rare breed of man who looks at the wreckage of his life and sees not a graveyard, but a quarry. He understands that the raw materials for a king are found in the rubble of a broken man. Today, we are diving into 7 savage lessons that strip away the weakness and forge the iron within. These aren't comfort words, they are hard truths designed to turn your rock bottom into a launch pad. Lesson 1: Embrace the silence. In a world that never stops talking, the man who can sit in silence becomes a threat. We are addicted to noise because noise drowns out the uncomfortable questions we should be asking ourselves. When you stop seeking validation from the crowd, you start hearing the voice of your own ambition. But what if the very thing you think is destroying you, the isolation, the loneliness, is actually the foundation of your throne? A king is not made in the ballroom, he is made in the quiet of the night, planning his next move while the world sleeps. Lesson 2: Your scars are your armor. Every betrayal, every failure, and every moment of soul-crushing disappointment has left a mark on you. You can try to hide those marks, or you can wear them as a badge of survival. The man who has never been broken is fragile. He doesn't know what he's capable of because he's never been tested. But the broken man who has put himself back together piece by piece, he is dangerous. Most men run from their pain, the king knows it's the only currency that matters. He uses that pain as fuel to drive him through the obstacles that stop everyone else. Lesson 3: The death of the victim. This is the hardest pill to swallow. To become unstoppable, you must kill the part of you that believes life should be fair. Life is not a meritocracy, it is a battlefield. If you wait for someone to give you what you deserve, you will die waiting. The moment you stop complaining is the moment you start winning. There is a specific moment in every man's life where he decides to either die a victim or live as a sovereign. Responsibility is the ultimate power. When you take 100% responsibility for your life, even the parts that aren't your fault, you gain 100% control over your future. Lesson 4: Master your shadow. We all have a dark side, the anger, the ego, the ruthlessness. Society tells you to suppress it, to be nice, to be civilized. But a man who has no teeth isn't peaceful, he's just harmless. A king is a man who has a sword and knows how to use it, but keeps it sheathed. Have you ever wondered why the strongest men are often the most solitary? It's because they have integrated their shadow. They aren't afraid of their own capacity for destruction, and because they aren't afraid, they can control it. What you hide is what eventually controls you. Lesson 5: Build in the dark. There is a toxic trend of announcing every goal before it's even begun. This gives you a cheap hit of dopamine that tricks your brain into thinking you've already achieved something. Stop talking. Start doing. The world wants you weak, because a weak man is easy to manage. When you build your empire in silence, no one knows where to strike. Why public applause is a trap: it makes you a slave to the opinions of people who haven't even mastered their own lives. Let your success be your noise. Lesson 6: Emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you become a robot, it means you become the master of your reactions. If someone can make you angry, they own you. If you need someone's love to feel whole, they own you. The power of not needing anyone is the ultimate freedom. What if I told you that your greatest enemy isn't the person who hurt you, but the person you see in the mirror? That man is the one who keeps reacting to ghosts of the past. A king responds with logic and strategy, never with wounded pride. Lesson 7: Be your own sovereign. Stop looking for a leader and start being one. You are the highest authority in your own life. No government, no boss, and no partner should have more say in your direction than you do. True power doesn't come from a title, it comes from a place most people are too afraid to visit: the realization that you are alone, and that is your greatest strength. The crown is heavy, but the weight of regret is far heavier. You have one life to forge a legacy. The final transformation is not about adding things to yourself, it's about burning away everything that isn't you. The final step is the hardest: because it requires you to burn the bridge back to your old self. You cannot go back to being the man who was broken. You have seen behind the curtain. You have felt the fire. Now, are you ready to stop being a pawn in someone else's game? The throne is waiting, but it only welcomes the man who was brave enough to survive the fall and strong enough to climb back up. Your reign begins the moment you decide you are no longer a victim of your past, but the architect of your destiny.